Well, good evening, and thank you for joining me once again to from the mission halls to the music halls. In the first half, we'll be singing a selection of hymns, and in the second half, we'll be singing a catchy selection of choruses from the music hall. So there are two halves, but no interval. So thank you for tuning in once again. And if you haven't got your song sheet, there's still time to get your song sheet from our website, allthews.stcatherineschurch.org.uk, and you'll find the song sheet under the tab called News, and you can download it there. So it's got all the hymns and songs on there. So wonderful. So in the second half, we'll be singing, as usual, some music hall songs. Songs like Don't Go Down the Mine, Dad, There's Plenty of Slack in Your Trousers. Songs like Let Me Call You Sweetheart, Because I've Forgotten Your Name. And songs like Take Me Back to Sorrento, and then we'll go off to Bradford. So it's all going to be good fun. So this evening really is about having some fun on a Sunday night. And having a good sing as well, because one of the things we can't do yet in public is sing together. Communal singing is out for quite a long time to come. But what we can do is tune in on a Sunday night and have a good sing online with me. So thank you for joining me. I'm having a mocktail this evening, so get me. It's very nice actually. I'm not having alcohol at the moment, I'm giving it up for a while. This morning in church, the gospel reading was from St. Matthew. And there is a line in that gospel which I'm sure you'll know quite well, where Jesus said, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And as I was reading the gospel this morning, that particular passage, I was reminded of a story of the Scottish Presbyterian minister who was preaching quite a thunderous sermon from the pulpit. And he said, he mentioned that line, there'll be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And a little old lady sat in the front pew said, oh, please, sir, I don't have any teeth. And the minister responded, teeth will be provided. Oh, I love that. Yeah, so it's all about having fun. So I hope you're all in a good mood and in good voice. So get your song sheets ready, and we're going to begin by singing number 1 on the song sheet, Shall We Gather at the River? And we'll sing about 2 verses of this one, the first 2 verses. Shall we gather at the river, where bright angel feet have trod, with its crystal tide forever, flowing by the throne of God? Yes, we'll gather. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river that flows by the throne of God. Now, I want you to do something for me. When we get to the chorus, yes, we'll gather at the river. When we get to that bit, the beautiful river, I want you to sing that sotto voce. So nice and quietly. So the beautiful river. And then fortissimo. Gather with the saints at the river. So we get louder towards the end. Let's try verse 2. On the margins of the river. On the margins of the river, washing up its silver spray, we will walk and worship ever, all the happy golden day. Yes, yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful river. Louder, gather with the saints at the river. bottom B flat. Anyway, great, thank you. Shall we gather at the river? So we're going to move on now to number 7 on the song sheet, number 7. And we did this a few weeks back, so I hope you remember this one. Again, it's a catchy chorus in the Sankey and Moody hymn book. And after this one, we're going to depart from Sankey and Moody hymns and sing something a little bit different this evening. But we'll sing one of their hymns, and it's called The Prize is Set Before Us. And the chorus is, by and by we shall meet him, by and by we shall greet him. So it's number 7 on your song sheet, so I'll let you get that ready. So thanks again for joining me this evening, and you can do me a big favour and you can share this link with your friends on Facebook. So click on share and spread the good news. So here we go. So the rhythm, it's all kind of quavers, da 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 da. Yeah, quite jolly, isn't it? So, okay, the prize is set before us. After 3, 2, 3. The prize is set before us, to win his heart implore us. The eye of God is o'er us from on high. His loving tones are calling, while sin and death appalling. 'Tis Jesus gently calling, he is nigh, he is nigh. By and by we shall meet him, by and by we shall greet him, and with Jesus reigning glory, by and by, by and by, by and by we shall greet him, by and by we shall meet him, and with Jesus reigning glory, by and by. So it kind of sails along quite quickly, doesn't it? Kind of bobs along. Let's try verse 2. We'll follow where he leadeth. Ready? We'll follow where he leadeth, to pastures where he feedeth, to yield to him who pleadeth from on high. Then not from him shall sever our hope and bright endeavour, da da, faith with da da. By and by we shall meet him, by and by we shall greet him, and with Jesus reigning glory, by and by, by and by, by and by we shall meet him, by and by we shall greet him, and with Jesus reigning glory, by and by. So you'll have to forgive me if I start singing la la. It's because I can't see the words. And no, it's not because I've had a drink, because I haven't. I'm drinking mocktails this evening, and it's gorgeous. Right, let's try verse 3. So hopefully you've got your song sheets, and verse 3 is, our home is bright above us. Our home is bright above us. Ready? 2, 3. Our home is bright above us, no trials dark to move us, but Jesus dear to love us there on high. We'll give him best endeavour and praise his name forever. His precious words never die. By and by we shall meet him, by and by we shall greet him, and with Jesus reigning glory, by and by, by and by. By we shall greet him, and with Jesus reigning glory, by and by. Oh, thank you very much. I could just feel the storm of approbation pouring in through the windows. Well, I hope you're singing. Because you know what they say, there's nothing like good singing. And that was nothing like good singing. Right, we're going to move on now to number 35 on your song sheets. Number 35. This is a hymn based on one of the Psalms. And it's called God is Our Strength and Refuge. I wonder if you know the tune. Well, I'll play it for you. that one, don't you? Yes, of course you do. It's the Dam Busters March. And we can sing that tune to these words. God is our strength and refuge, our present help in trouble. Yep. So I do hope you've got your words. It's a great hymn. And I must say thank you so much to Chris Booth for sending me this music through at the 11th hour. I was desperate to find it. I thought I had the music, and I've searched all my hymn books and music section, and I couldn't find it, and Chris sent it through to me. So if you're watching, Chris, thank you so much. So let's sing God is our strength and refuge. To this next one. There is a flowing river. There is a flowing river within God's holy city. God is in the midst of her. Those shall not be moved. God's help is swiftly given. Thrones vanish at his presence. God the Lord of hosts is with us evermore. Verse 3. Come see the work of our Maker, learn of his deeds all powerful. Mercies across the world when he shatters the spear. Be still and know your Creator, uplift him in the nations. God the Lord of hosts is with us evermore. Well, that was good fun, wasn't it? Did you enjoy that? It's good, isn't it? Right. I haven't had many hymn requests this week. In fact, I've had none. So I just thought I'd play you a few hymns, and we'll move on shortly to the music hall section. So please do share this link on Facebook to enable more people to join in and sing. And if you're feeling generous, you can pop a coin or two in the collection plate. Normally when you go to church, the collection plate makes its way around, or the basket. But for the past 3 or 4 months, we've had no public worship, which means we've had no collection. And that's really kind of had a big impact on all churches across the world. So if you can give a little, and it does have to be a little, it doesn't have to be a great amount, please look on the Facebook link on this page, and you can give by PayPal, simply by click on the link on this Facebook feed. Right, so I'm just going to slip into something a bit more comfortable. It's quite warm today here in Llangollen, and I'm getting a bit hot under the collar, so let me have a change. So there we are, as I have a little change of clothing. Let's zoom over to this chap who you know. I've mentioned him a few times before, and I wonder if you remember his name. He is the Reverend Stuart Headlam. And the reason I'm showing you this is because over the past few weeks we've been looking at the church and the music hall in the Victorian age, and looking how a lot of people in high society, especially a lot of clergy and churchgoers, were kind of against the music hall. They saw them as vulgar, a den of sin and iniquity, places you just most definitely don't want to go to. And a lot of clergy and bishops, were quite appalled at the music halls. But this chap here, Reverend Stuart, defended them. He really did. And he championed the music halls and said that actually, you know, if you're going to be a priest, you need to enter into the whole life of the people and give thanks for those who minister to our amusements. So he gave a lecture in Bethnal Green called Theatre and Music Halls, and he really defended them. I don't think he attended any music hall events, but he certainly, you know, appreciated the joy that they brought to masses, you know, to lots of people, because it was the main form of entertainment. So hello to everybody. Claire, Graham, Janine. Oh, hi, Janine, from Belfast. She's asking what the mocktail is. Well, the mocktail, I have to say, I thoroughly recommend it. I came across it on Facebook, and it's something called Three Spirits. And it's non-alcoholic, but it tastes really good. And it's all made from herbs and plants, a kind of botanical infusion or whatever. And this one I'm drinking is called the Livener. So I thought it might liven me up a bit. Maybe liven up my playing. And it's really nice. So if you're trying to come off the booze, have a look at it. It's called Three Spirits. And it's really tasty. And it's really good for you as well, full of goodness. Right, so, there we go. So, Marjorie, hello, Marjorie. Thank you for your message. Sent a check. Oh, well, that's very kind. Thank you, Marjorie. We appreciate any kind of donations at this time. Right, so I've had a quick change, and we're going to continue our sing-song. Now, next week, I won't be with you. I'm not going to live stream anything next week. I'm having a rest. So I will be coming back to you the week after on the 30th of August. So that's a date for your diary. Put in the 30th of August. I'll be back again doing these live streams. So let me just plug the mic in and that's it. Right, so there we are. Just a little change. I've got no hat today because I suppose I'm showing off my haircut. I had my haircut last Monday, and I have to say to you all, it's going to be for me the highlight of 2020. I was so desperate to get my haircut. Well, you feel good, don't you? When you've had a haircut, you just kind of feel pampered. So I went to the local barbers in Llangollen, James Roberts, who's fantastic. So if you live in Llangollen, gents, and you want a traditional beard, wet shave, or a haircut and a pampering, get yourself around to James Roberts. He's absolutely brilliant. So cheers. So now we all go to the music hall. Are you in good voice? Have you got your bananas? Remember the Cockney interjection? So let's all go to the music hall. Let's all go to the music hall, where the show is gay and bright. Have a banana. Let's all go to the music hall, where the stars are twinkling twice a night. Whether you sit in the gallery, the circle, or the pit, or whether you sit in the red plush stall, when the busy day is done and you want to have some fun, let's all go to the music hall. Again, let's all go to the music hall, where the show is gay and bright. Have a banana. Let's all go to the music hall, where the stars are twinkling twice a night. Whether you sit in the gallery, the circle, or the pit, or whether you sit in the red plush stall, when the busy day is done and you want to have some fun, let's all go to the music hall. It's a bit too high for me, that. I'm more of a basso profundo and all that. Right, so let's move on now to number 13 on your song sheet, which is number 13. Oh, the fairies. Oh, the fairies, whoa, the fairies, nothing but splendour and fair managenda. Oh, the fairies, whoa, the fairies, oh, for the wing of a fairy queen. Now, this this is the Players Theatre anthem. The Players Theatre in London that back in the 1930s revived Victorian music hall with Leonard Sachs. Remember Leonard Sachs from the good old days? From Leeds City Varieties with the gavel. Very dapper. Well, this is the Players Theatre anthem, and they sing this at every performance at the beginning. And it's traditional to kind of sway on, oh, the fair is, whoa, the fair is nothing but splendour. Okay, it's number 13 on your song sheet. And again, oh, the fair is, whoa, the fair is nothing but splendour and feminine gender. Oh, the fair is, whoa, the fair is, oh, for the wing of a fairy queen. Excellent, there we go. Right. Now we're going to swiftly move on to number 18 on your song sheet. Number 18. And one of my favourites, I really like this song. It's got a fantastic tune. She was one of the early birds. So tweet, tweet, tweet. If I can find it, what number is it in here? She was one of the early birds. So I'll sing you the verse, which tells a story about a very poor old stage door Johnny who fell in love with a music hall star and she spent all his money. Oh, so have your handkerchiefs at the ready for this very sad tale. It was at the pantomime sweet Mabel and I did meet. She was in the ballet front row and I in a 5-shilling seat. She was dressed like a dicky bird, beautiful wings she had on. Figure divine, wish she were mine, on her I was totally gone. Ready, she was a dear little dicky bird. Tweet, 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 she went. Sweetly she sang to me till all my money was spent. Then she went off song. We parted on fighting terms. She was one of the early birds, and I was one of the worms. What a great tune, isn't it? Oh, I love it. I'll sing you one more verse as I continue to tell the tale, and you come in with She Was a Dear Little Dicky Bird. So, verse 2. At the stage door every night I waited with my bouquet till my girl had molted, and then he drove in a hansom away. Oyster suppers and sparkling shan, couldn't she go it, what ho? Fivers I'd spent, tenors I'd lent, on her I couldn't say no. Are you ready? She was a sweet little dicky bird. Tweet, 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 she went. Sweetly she sang to me till all my money was spent. Then she went off song. We parted on fighting terms. She was one of the early birds, and I was one of the worms. Whoa, there we go. There was a reference to pantomime in that first verse that I sang. And of course, sadly, I don't think there's going to be any pantomimes this year at Christmas. What a great shame, because it's one of the things I look forward to, as well as Christmas services in church, singing carols. I love travelling to Manchester, to Liverpool, to Birmingham, the Hippodrome, to Theatre Clwyd in Mould for the pantomimes, because there's such good fun. And pantomimes are the closest thing we have today to the British music hall. You know, the kind of saucy innuendo, double entendre, the kind of fun for everybody. The slapstick, the music, the singing along. It's a fantastic season, but sadly I don't think we're going to see it, are we, at Christmas? Who knows? But anyway, let's not lament. Let's carry on. Let's carry on singing. Cheers. Now the next one is number 16 on your song sheet. Number 16. And this is a song that was made famous in the First World War. It's got a beautiful chorus, which I'm sure you all know. And it's called Let the Great Big World Keep Turning. It's a beautiful melody. So I'm going to sing the verses and you join in with the choruses.
Someone cared for me, I'd let the world go by. Someone who, as true could be, I'd never want to sigh. What would I give today just to hear someone softly say, let the great big world keep turning. Never mind if I've got you, for I only know that I want you so, and there's no one else will do. You have simply set me yearning, and forever I'll be true. Let the great big world keep on turning round. Now I've found someone like you. Love, they say, must come to one and all, of high or low degree. Come what may, I'm waiting for the call. It holds no fears for me. Maybe the day is near when the thought of my heart will hear.
Your turn.
Let the great big world keep turning. Never mind if I've got you, for I only know that I want you so, and there's no one else will do. You have simply set me yearning, and forever I'll be true. Let the great big world keep on turning round. Now I've found someone like you.
Let the great big world keep turning. Isn't that a great melody? I think it's got to be one of my favourite melodies out of this bumper music hall book. Good. Well, let's move on now to something a bit more jolly than that one. And again, it's a sad tale of being jilted at the altar. Do you know which music hall song this is? Well, there was I waiting at the church. You know this one, don't you? Of course you do. But I'm going to start by telling you the tale with the verse.
I'm in a nice bit of trouble, I confess. Somebody with me has had a game. I should by now be a proud and happy bride, but I've still gotta keep my single name. I was proposed to by Obadiah Biggs in a very gentlemanly way. Left it home in my
Right, there we go. Number 26 on your song sheet. Number 26. Sorry, I forgot to tell you the number. Let's do the chorus one more time. There was I, waiting at the church.
There was I, waiting at the church, waiting at the church, waiting at the church, when a faddy left me in the lurch. Lord, how it did upset poor blimey. All at once he sent me round a note. This is what he wrote. La da 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 da. Can't get away to marry you today. Why? My wife won't let me.
Isn't that a good chorus? I love that hymn. That song. Right, let's move on now. It's not really a music hall song. It's perhaps more. I'm not sure exactly when this was written. It was more in the age of variety. And this one is on your song sheet as well. It's number 23. Number 23. And it is called I'll Be Your Sweetheart If You Will Be Mine. I've got no excuse for playing the wrong notes today because I'm drinking mocktails, but I'm still managing to play them. Anyway, I'll be your sweetheart if you will be mine. Sing along.
I'll be your sweetheart if you will be mine. All my life I'll be your Valentine. Bluebells I've gathered, take them and be true. When I am a man, my plan will be to marry you.
One more time.
I'll be your sweetheart if you will be mine. All my life I'll be your Valentine. Bluebells I've gathered, take them and be true. When I am a man, my plan will be to marry you.
Another great tune, isn't it? I'll be your sweetheart if you will be mine. Now, in fact, that song was sung on Coronation Street. Any fans of Corrie? I certainly am. That was sung many years ago on Coronation Street when, do you remember when Ina Sharples, Minnie Caldwell and Martha Longhurst were in the Snug? Well, it was when, I think it was Martha Longhurst was planning to go to Spain and she was supping a dry sherry and she had pains in her chest. So she went over to the Snug and that's where she died. And as she died, in The Rover's Return, they were singing this song on the old piano. I'll be your sweetheart if you will be mine. There we are, you see, another fact. Right, so let's move on now to another great chorus, number 22 on your song sheet. Number 22, Flanagan. Take me to the Isle of Man again. Anyone from the Isle of Man watching, let me know. Haven't got your song sheets, don't worry, the words are dead easy. Flanagan, Flanagan, take me to the Isle of Man again. Take me where all the folks cry, K-E-L-L-Y. Flanagan, Flanagan, if you love your Mary Ann. Oh, 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 Flanagan, take me to the Isle of Man. Ready?
Flanagan, Flanagan, take me to the Isle of Man again. Take me where the folks all cry, K-E-L-L-Y. Flanagan, Flanagan, if you love your Mary Ann. Oh, 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 Flanagan, take me to the Isle of Man.
There we are. Great. Wonderful. Cheers. Well, this evening I'm not able to find out who's watching or who's making comments because I've not got my iPad open. So I do hope I've got an audience. I've got no idea if you're still with me or if you've gone home. Well, you are at home, I'm sure. But thank you if you are tuned in. Thank you for sharing this page. Thank you for donating to those of you that have donated the past few weeks to our church funds. Thank you so much. It means a lot. So I think we've just got time for one more song for 2 weeks' time. Drop me a message and I'll try my best to play your requests in a couple of weeks. So, My Old Man. Ready?
My old man said, follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the car with my own packed in it. I followed on with my old cockle in it. I dillied and dallied, dallied and dallied, dallied and dillied. Lost my way and don't know where to roam. I stopped on the way to at the old Earth Quarter, and I can't find my way home.
Excellent. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that this evening, and thank you once again for being with me for this session of Mission Hall to Music Hall. Remember, if you've got any requests, let me know. Have a great week, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Okay, good night, God bless. Thank you.